Salutations. Welcome to another episode of Around Campus. I'm the host, Adrian Sutton, and here today for this episode, we want to talk about the third annual Career Week. And with that being said, our guest today is the Director of Career Services, Mrs. Lisa Moody. How are you doing today, Mrs. Moody?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
I'm doing great. I'm blessed. I can't complain.
Good.
All right. So can you just run down the week for us? Because it's more like a part of 1 week, there's like 2 days in the next week. So I guess we could start with, well, when do it start?
Okay, well, Career Week actually starts on Tuesday, March 19th.
Okay.
And we're beginning the week with some professional development seminars designed to help a student to get prepared for the career fair. The professional development seminars will continue on Tuesday, the 20th. We will also be having mock interview sessions on Tuesday, the 20th. On Wednesday, the 21st, we will have walk-in resume review for the entire day. On Thursday, we will have,
It's cool. Thursday, the walk-in interviews. Then Friday, you had the clothes closet.
Correct.
Can you tell us a little bit more about that? Like who's donating the clothes? Would it just be for males and females? What type of clothes will be there?
Okay. Well, those will all be professional business clothes, and they are for male and female. Clothing is donated to the clothes closet from a variety of sources. Staff, faculty members, friends, other employer partners bring in professional attire, and so we get it from a variety of places.
All right. Then Monday, March 25th, we had the jazz mixer, networking mixer. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Okay. The Jazz Networking Mixer is the evening before the career fair. And the purpose of that is we are finding that more employers are having social mixers as part of the interview process. And so what we've done is created our own social networking event so that students and faculty and employers can come together and network, get an opportunity to introduce themselves in a social setting to one another. And it really mimics what a student is going to run into as they're out there looking for work experiences. So we've kind of simulated that for them and created an environment for them to be able to do that.
Will you, before the mixer actually starts, will you be prepping students of like things they should do, do's to don'ts?
The do's and don'ts?
Yes.
That is actually one of the sessions that are part of the professional development day.
Okay.
So there will be a how to network session during that particular time to prep a student to do it. But, you know, at any time they can come to our office and we can talk to them about, you know, the keys to networking and how to have those type of conversations.
And where is your office, just for the record?
We're located in the MLK, third floor, suite 333.
Okay. Right next to the SGA suite, that is. So Tuesday, that's the big day, the actual career fair.
That's the career fair.
Do you know any employers off the top of your head that will be there?
Off the top of my head, gosh, who's going to be? Well, we have a lot of school systems that are going to be there because that is their recruiting season. And while you may think that they are looking specifically for education majors, school systems employ lots of other majors as well. We also have government employees that are coming, like the Environmental Protection Agency. We have lots of colleges, graduate schools that will be there.
Is all right. Normally for the career fairs, we always see the colleges, the grad schools, the military, the police officers, police departments. So is there going to be like one employer in there that is like a curveball, like it's their first time ever coming here?
That is a real hard question for me to answer, and only because I actually don't handle the registration piece of it, so I'm not well acquainted with that list on a regular basis. But what I can tell you, I mean, we have our Clear Channel, who typically comes. I know that they're one of the registrations that I've seen recently. But yeah, we will be posting rather shortly on the website the list of employers to date so that students can actually go out and look at who's coming.
Okay.
And then do their research and preparation for the event.
That'll be on the school website?
We will make sure that it gets out in student e-news, but it'll also be on the Career Services student page.
All right. Before we wrap it up, this is the first year that you guys are doing the walk-in mock interviews. All right. And can you just stress the importance of like prepping for an interview and the actual interview?
Absolutely. Well, I like to think of the job search process as a hurdle race. Most people are familiar with the hurdle race. In order to get to the finish line, you have to clear certain hurdles. And I think that in a lot of cases, students really don't think about the job search process from start to finish, and how if you don't master the various skills along the way, that even though you want a job, it's going to be hard to secure it. And one of the hurdles that I find are, that students don't prepare well for in a lot of cases is the interview itself. So, students have to understand how to properly prepare for an interview. And most times that preparation does require that they're looking at the job description and being able to speak to what skills they have that align with the description itself. In addition to that, they want to be able to master behavior-based questions. Lots of employers are using those because it's a predictor of their future behavior. So if an employer knows how you've acted in the past in certain situations, it's a predictor of how you're going to act in the future. And so a lot of them are using that. And then there's your traditional questions. So we actually put together a Selling Your Value session, which is part of our career seminar series, and that will also be offered during the professional development lineup as of our career week. And so we'll teach students how to answer those questions, and then they can come and practice in the mock interview session.
All right. Last thing, I'm a graduating senior, so I know how important this career fair is to me. So can you speak on like the freshmen, sophomores, and juniors who may see and just think, oh well, I still got some more years in college, I don't really need to go to the career fair. Can you talk about the importance it is to go to a career fair or network with an employer in your beginning stages of college?
Oh yeah, I mean, there is never a wasted opportunity at a career fair. I think it's important that students come to career fairs every year that they're in college. Whether or not they see someone there that represents their degree program or not. And the reason is because it's such an important networking opportunity. It's just not a time to go and pass out resumes and ask for an opportunity, but to really do informational interviews with employers to find out, for example, if you're a freshman and they don't hire until, say, you're a junior, then the question that a freshman should be asking is, what should I be doing now to prepare myself for an opportunity? So, as opposed to going in as a junior, trying to secure an opportunity and having not done the things that they need to do to be ready. So it's never wasted time. The other thing that I try to help students to understand is that you have to find your opportunities within a career fair. So again, you can't get caught up in the name of the employer, and sometimes I don't like posting the list because I think students will look and say, well, there's nobody there for me. But they don't necessarily understand that, within organizations are many opportunities. For example, I worked for a bank, and we actually hired pilots for our aircraft. We hired art majors for to go and pick up art around the country. For our premises, we hired physical fitness instructors for our fitness area. We hired early childhood education majors for our daycare centers. We hired your business majors, your accounting majors, your business development people, but we hired a large number of employees in a wide variety of majors. And so what I really encourage students to do is to go to the career fair, go up and prepare your 30-second speech, introduce yourself, tell an employer what your major is, and then ask this question. Do you have something in your organization that would fit my background? At that point, it puts the conversation in the employer's seat to say, no, I don't, or absolutely we have someone, a fit for someone like you. The other thing is employers are extremely networked with other recruiters, and so they may not necessarily be looking for you, but they may know someone who is. And so by having that conversation again, it opens up the door to their network. So I think it's a really important thing for any student from any background to come in and take the opportunity to network.
All right. Well, thank you for bringing this great opportunity to us. I know the class of 2013 really appreciate you, especially for being the advisor for the senior class. That's a big achievement.
Thank you.
Well, this was Mrs. Moody. Gotta get used to that, Mrs. Moody. Stay on the lookout for the career fair and career week starting on March 19th, ending on March 25th. This was another episode of Around Campus. So yeah, you did good.
Thank you. I wish I